Welcome to the line. I want to say peace to the gods and goddesses, peace to the ancestors, and peace to all the high vibrational beings on the planet. Today, I'm sending you nothing but love and light, man. I said I had to come to y'all live and direct. It's been a little minute since I seen my people, man. So I most definitely wanted to show my face for a little minute, man. And as you can tell, it says the sky is falling, man. All right. And I titled this video, The Sky is Falling, because I know I'm not the only person who feels like that sometimes. You know, you that little boy, man, that was running around screaming, the sky's falling, the sky's falling. You feel me? And nobody believed you, with the exception that, you know, you didn't go around playing and saying that the sky was falling, you know. But, you know, for some reason, you running around, you telling everybody all the calamity that's taking place upon the planet and everything that's going on is because of this planet that's about to get ready to come into our atmosphere, okay? And the reason, for those of you who vibrate at the frequency of the Bible, the reason the Bible can say that it could have predict these outcomes is because this is not the first time that these type of things, you know, are taking place. It's not the first time that these type of things is taking place, man. And I just feel like, man, so many people are going to be stuck, man, and they ain't going to sin, man, because they believe that this is nothing more than a joke. And who could blame them? Because we heard this so many times. We heard this so many times. But the difference is we have never seen it happen at this wide of a range. We have never seen forest fires, okay? I mean, whether you want to say it's been started by a laser, okay, or it was a natural calamity, or whatever the case may be, you have never seen those things take place. And we can never say that at any time in history it was ever recorded that there were forest fires. You see what I'm saying? We can never say that it was, like, as far as I know, okay, feel free to jump in and correct me, but we can never say that at one point in time, okay, it was a point in time where we actually seen China underwater. Okay? Take a look at what's going on around you right now at your whole 360, bro. And when I say your 360, man, I'm not talking about your immediate circle. I'm talking about what's going on right now in the world, okay? On the planet, bro. The planet, the energy on the planet right now is a chaotic energy right now, okay? Roger Thomas Jr. say heart, bro. Wow, 100% agree with you. I want you to understand, bro, everything that you're seeing take place on this planet, bro. Make no mistake. This planet that's in our atmosphere, that's getting closer and closer to our atmosphere, because you got to understand, you just seeing the fragment of it. That means that it's not even that close. For people to say that they seeing, you know, what they seeing, that means that it's not that close. When it gets into this atmosphere, bro, shit gonna get out of hand, bro. You ain't gonna believe how much it's gonna get out of hand. So I want you to make no mistake. I don't care what's going on with right now. Know that this planet has a lot to do with it. You feel me? The white hella say it's harvest season. It's most definitely harvest season. But yeah, I want y'all to take a look at what's going on around y'all. You've never seen forest fires. It's never been recorded in the history of this planet where everywhere, I'm talking about Greece was on fire. I'm talking about everywhere is on fire. Texas was on fire. Hawaii burnt down. We seeing things happen on this planet that we have never seen before. Okay. And we're starting to see, look, I'm gonna tell y'all how high the frequency is right now, right? The frequency is so high is that nothing is going unnoticed. Nothing is going under the radar, right? We starting to notice little stuff like what they're talking about going on in Florida right now, how they encourage the citizens to go ahead and gas up so that they can get out of there. And when they went to the gas station, 30 gas stations, not one, but 30 gas stations, they want to tell you that it was a human mishap, okay, where it was nothing but these pumps that were supposed to have all gas, all right? So you tell me, what was the meaning of that? What was the meaning of that? But I just wanted to point out the fact that nothing is going unnoticed. That's how high the frequency on the planet is, so high that nothing is going unnoticed, man. People is peeping the BS through the door and they pointing it out. They ain't letting it slide like that. You feel me? Messiah say volcanoes is coming too. That's fact. You have to understand. I keep telling y'all, bro, that The closer this planet gets into our atmosphere, bro, the more calamity you're going to start to see, okay? And like I had to tell my wife, I'm like, man, it don't even matter, bro, if you want to say that it was a beam or anything that crushed Hawaii like that, okay? The fact of the matter that is taking place is that, you know, you have to understand that, you know, that's what this planet, that's the energy. It was already predicted. It was already foreseen, because anytime this planet comes into this atmosphere, that's the type of energy that it brings along with it, okay? What you thinking you seeing right now, watch. I keep on telling y'all, California is going to be completely crushed. It's going to be completely crushed. I'm talking about, you're going to see mudslides everywhere. All right? It's going to be mudslides everywhere. If you living along the coastlines, like I said, if you living along any coastline, that don't mean just America. Y'all like this up in Sherry. I don't care if you in America, bro, if you overseas, wherever you at, if you living along any coastline, bro, that is going to be the worst place for you to be right now. I want y'all to understand, bro. Do you know Africa is split in half right now? Okay, Africa is already beginning to split in half. I wish I could show y'all the video, man, right now, bro. Africa right now is split in half. And look, I don't know if it's an old video or not, bro, but I want to say, bro, that I don't believe it's an old video, bro. It was just sent to me, and it's splitting in half right now. You feel what I'm saying? Jarrell Hamilton say we're about to be announcing off that they're going to be paying that. What are you saying? You say we're about to be auctioned off. That's how they're going to pay their debt. What do you mean by that, Mardell? You feel me? Not water, but fire this time. Man, you know what? And look, I'm going to tell y'all something, man. I just don't believe. You have to understand. Look, I want you to understand. When you hear fire and things like that, see, first and foremost, man, I know it's a lot of people that ain't going to agree with what I'm about to say. But when it comes to the biblical context, the reason that, you know, you have to be a detective when reading it, because it was purposefully misinterpreted to misguide us, to misdirect us, okay? To keep us at bay, right? Okay? And I was going to say, somebody said not water. So when she said water, not fire this time, you have to understand that they use in this Bible, right, as a playbook to make you, you know, to make you feel like prophecy is being pushed upon you right now. So if I have the technology because you have to understand, they have the technology to do that, which is why they doing it. Please like this up and share it. They have the technology to do that, which is why they doing it. Okay? They have the technology to make it look like it's forest fires. They have the technology to make tornadoes. They have the technology to make it rain. If you've been following me for some time now, bro, this is something that we talked on a year ago, okay? I told y'all everything that you see is nothing more than illusion. Okay? Even the clouds you see, we know that they make the clouds. At this point, it's no secret. We know that they create the clouds. When you see them up there with them planes, man, I want y'all to pay attention. Excuse me. Excuse me. See, first and foremost, we have to understand that science is nothing more than the observation of something, right? Okay? So with that being said, you need to stop and just be still enough to be able to observe what's going on in your 360 on a day-to-day basis. That's what meditation is good for, because it gives you the opportunity to stop and, you know, allow things to sink in, right? But I want you to pay attention to what's going on in the sky. When you thinking they coming through and they spraying them chemtrails, yes, some of those may be chemtrails, but the majority of those right now they're making the clouds, y'all. Those very chemtrails that you see up there is what's creating the clouds. And it's going crazy right now because they know this sun or this planet is so close to our atmosphere that it's causing the planet to become hot as hell. So they fighting. If you can look up on any given day and you will see 30 chemtrails beating up the area, because what those chemtrails do is they create the clouds, okay? And then what they do is, it's called seed clouding. What they do is they have these little cannon-like machines that sit on the floor, and they put them in flares, right? They put little flare-like things in them, and they shoot them into the clouds, and they release what is known as silver iodide. Okay? So when the silver iodide goes into the cloud, okay, what it does is, you know, it creates a storm inside of this cloud. You feel me? And that's why, if you ever seen clouds coming your way, that's why the cloud is gray and it's like electricity is taking place inside the cloud. That's because of the silver iodide that was shot into the cloud is causing that storm to create into the cloud. Now, depending on how much silver iodide they release into the cloud is going to determine what it's going to be. It's going to determine whether it's going to be snow, how much is going to snow. And this is why the weatherman can tell your ass when it's going to snow, where it's going to snow at, how much snow you going to get. You think they got technology like that? No, they doing this. They doing this. That's why I constantly say, man, there's going to be so many people, man, they going to run into me. Oh, here he go again. Here he go again. Hold on. You feel me? And so when you start to realize they doing this type of stuff, right? When you start to realize they doing this type of stuff, it makes you start to question everything. Because you have to understand, they ain't just started doing this. Okay? This ain't something they just started doing. They've been doing this for a while now. All those times you was at home sitting on the couch, you like, man, how is it the weatherman can tell, when it's going to rain, so on and so forth? Your ancestors, look, our ancestors, our great-grandparents and mothers and things like that, they never asked those questions. They never cared. We just thought that, the government was that efficient, that far ahead. We thought that, man, that they just knew. They could tell. They've been doing their work. How could they be wrong? They taught us everything we know. Everything we need to know. We go to school to learn everything from them. How could they be wrong? You see what I'm saying? So whatever they tell us is the truth. Because they ain't telling us nothing that they ain't taught us from these books. You feel me? They ain't taught us dumb, man, y'all better wake up, bro. So I just say that to say, like, when you see, people saying it's going to end in fire and stuff like that, bro, this ain't the time for no look. This ain't the time to be getting all religious. Okay? You need to tap into your spiritual aspect, bro, because you have to, look, that eye got to be open in order for you to see the truth, bro. You steady walking in religion. You thinking, oh, well, this was meant to happen because they said it was going to happen. The Bible said, no, bro, you have to understand that technology is so far ahead, bro, that they can cause these type of things to take place. Which the majority of these things, they are causing to take place. Now, are they supposed to be happening at this point in time? Yes, because this planet that's coming into our atmosphere is causing this type of energy to take place. So everything that's going on the planet should be happening as it's happening at this point. You see what I'm saying? But I want you to understand, bro, when they talk about fire, bro, they can cause a fire right now, just like with Greece and all this extra stuff, bro, and make you believe that our prophecy is starting to begin to unfold, okay? Because you have to understand their whole motto is creating order out of chaos, okay? So right now, you have to understand we're living in chaotic times, bro. I was just telling somebody, bro, for any of you out there thinking about traveling, bro, this is the worst time for you to get up and think, you're going to travel, bro. You might end up somewhere, bro. Next thing you know, it's a forest fire. Next thing you know, it's a tornado. It's a hurricane, bro. You understand what I'm saying? Next thing, I'm telling you, bro. Y'all like it up and share, bro. This is the worst time. Now look what's going on, bro. And I told y'all a year ago, okay? You be wondering, like, how is it the guy got all these views? They ain't pushing this content, bro. I dropped that jewel, man, with that video, man. I was the first one to drop that jewel with that video with Bill Gates. And how they was doing, how they was actually doing like one of those prep videos for this new situation that they talking about that's taking place right now. You see what I'm saying? This whole situation that's taking place, I said it was going to come back up. They ain't practicing this for no reason. Now look what's going on. It's creeping back up. And I've been telling y'all, what did I tell y'all? I said, man, look, I received downloads, man. And look, one of my downloads, go back down in my archive and watch my videos. A year ago, I said, man, look, it's in the food. I said it's in the food. It's going to be in the water. Okay? And why are they doing it like this? Because they know that the frequency on the planet is too high for people to be walking into the hospital and just going to get a jab, bro. It ain't happening like that no more. Ain't nobody just willingly going to just give themselves to the fucking morgue. You understand what I'm saying? Because you have to understand, when you go and you do that, look, ultimately, that's what you're doing. You're going to give yourself to the morgue. We see what's happening right now. I truly believe that when we see all of these athletes right now, fainting out right now, that's the way it was supposed to happen. When they went and got that jab, okay? It wasn't supposed to take place right then and there. Okay? It was supposed to make you think that, oh, it's all good. Everybody in the league done went and got it. They good. Why I can't go get it? All these elected officials went and got it. Why I can't go get it? Okay. Now you see later on, years down the line, people are fading away. And I think it's happening just the way that it was supposed to happen. You see what I'm saying? I think it's happening just the way it was supposed to happen. You feel me? Cortez Adam, thanks for the stars. You feel me? So, and I think, you know, right now we starting to see people, because you have to understand, if it would happen any faster than what is happening then, ain't nobody would have went and got the jab. Not one person would be like, oh no, hell no. We automatically associating everybody passing out right now, all these heart attacks, asthma attacks, so on and so forth. We associating that with the jab, and ain't nobody going to get that. We finna boycott it, so on and so forth. You feel me? So they had to play it this way. You feel me? But I can guarantee y'all, like I told y'all, man, a year ago, I'm going to tell y'all right now the things that y'all need to be preparing for. You need to be, first and foremost, I'm going to advise anybody right now, if you want to go get some water, if you're going to go stack up on water, right, do it now. Okay? And the reason I say this, let me tell you why I say that. You want to do it now, okay? And I would suggest the 5-gallon water things with the, you know, the ones that you push in the machines. And the reason I say that is because when they declare a state of emergency and they want to put this thing back into play, everybody is going to run the stove, because you have to understand this is the first part of their phase. See, the first part of their phase is going to be the news media platforms. Okay? They're going to promote the propaganda on the platform. They're going to tell you everybody's sick. Over here, you need to wear these masks. You see what I'm saying? They're going to put it out there just like that, because they already know, you know, they're going to tell you what symptoms that you need to be aware of, so on and so forth. They're going to instill that fear in you. And if you have these symptoms, you know, immediately go over to your hospital. This is what they're going to tell you. Elizabeth DeLaws, she said EMP back out. Oh yeah, most definitely. Most definitely, because we see what's going on with the sun right now. I had put a post, not to get off subject, but I put a post up, I put a picture on my page that went viral. Everybody sharing in their videos and everything, right? But it was a picture of this sun, bro. And you could see the burst of the corona ejections up in the coronal ejections up in the sun when he took the picture, bro. Like, you have to understand that this sun coming into our atmosphere is causing it's going to have an effect on the sun too. And that sun is what's going to cause that blackout that they telling y'all to be prepared for. Okay? This is the point. Look, I just made the video. Y'all go check that out. And I'm going to do a part 2 to it. But, you know, when that sun, when that's the closer that this planet gets to our atmosphere, it's going to affect that sun to the point we're going to start to see solar flares. You're going to be able to see that sun jumping when you start to take pictures. You're going to be able to see that shit jumping out, which if you go back and look down my page, you can see it right now. But that's what's going to cause, what they telling you right now is going to be they're trying to tell you that Russia's going to do a cyber attack, okay? But that's not the case. It's going to knock the grid out. That sun is going to knock the grid out from it becoming so hot. And that's when you're going to know it's close. It's really close at this point. You see what I'm saying? But going back to what I was saying, man, I want y'all to be aware, man, because, you know, like I said, they're going to put the propaganda-based, fear-based, you know, propaganda on their news media platforms. And they're going to be trying to rush y'all to them hospitals, bro, because they have to get that double bubble. They want them organs too. Okay? Make no mistake. They want them organs too. It's a double bubble. Okay? But I want y'all to know, like, what we seeing coming right now, it's going to be 10 times worse. So y'all need to be prepared. So if you're going to go get water, I say go get water now. And the reason I say that, getting back to what I was saying, is because once they declare the state of emergency, everybody gonna rush that stove, bro. And see, they want them to do that because they want them to empty it out so they can put that food in that's going to really give you the symptoms that they told you to be aware of in that propaganda-based, fear-based news media, you know, on their platforms, okay? Which is CNN, HLNN, and all them other ones, right? So, you know, then when you eating the food and your nose running, your head hurting, your bones hurting, and things like that, you're going to run to the hospital because, wow, these are symptoms that they told me I should be aware of. So now you run into the hospital. You see what I'm saying? And you running into the hands of the enemy. And that, you know, that's the biggest thing I want you to be aware of because it's going to be in the water. It's going to be in the juices. It's going to be in the pops. It's going to be in the food. I believe it's likely in the food right now, but when they declare this thing, you know, full-fledged, then I believe it's going to be real heavy in the food. You see what I'm saying? At that point, they're going to start to push it in. I'm talking about, and I want you to understand, nothing is going to be safe. No fruit, no nothing. So I say, go get your water now. And I say, get the 5-gallon water, go out and get you a machine. And the reason I say that is because, bro, they're going to rush the stores. If you take time to pile it up now, it'll be nothing to worry about. We know they're going to rush the stores. Okay? And you're going to have to take your time at that point. You're going to have to take your time because I'm telling y'all, the trick is to get the new food in because the food is going to give you the symptoms that's going to get you to the hospital. When you get to the hospital, bro, those doctors and those nurses, man, that you think that's going to be there to take care of you, bro. Look, I feel so sorry to say this to you, but they ain't there to take care of you, bro. They finna knock you off, bro. So, you know, if you run into the hospital, bro, you might as well go ahead and kiss your family goodbye. And that's just the truth. You know, you come over here, bro, I'm going to make you feel some type of way because I can't give it to you no other way, bro. So, you know, after hearing me saying this, if you stupid enough to run for the hospitals during that period of time, bro, then whatever happens to you was on you. And if you ain't paying attention to body language, bro, this is why I tell you, you gotta most definitely be doing that spiritual work, right? So that you can feel that energy because people gonna let you know. When you walking into these facilities, bro, and they got ill intentions for you, man, you gonna feel it all in their energy. It's gonna jump off of them. You know? And a lot of the times you get into some BS, you felt it. You felt it in that person's energy before it even popped off, but you just decided to walk away. You feel me? You decided not to walk away. You decided to go along with it. And because you didn't listen to that, shit got out of hand for you. You feel me? But I will say this, man. Watch what I say to you, man. A lot of y'all gonna be saying, man, you know, God said that, bro. God said, you know, we got to be aware, bro. You feel me? Because that's the only way it can get you. Like I said, the frequency on the planet is so high at this point. Nobody on this lab and not too many people. Look, you have to understand. At one point, they tried to mandate it to where if you didn't get it, you wouldn't be able to work. You see how many people that was willing to walk away from their jobs because of the way that they felt? Now we see them talking about this time, they're going to mandate it all around. What is that trying to tell you? Now, my mind state goes back to Chicago. Because if they're saying that they're going to mandate it and they're going to stand on it being mandated, and we know the majority of society right now is saying that they're not going to take it, what is that telling you that they're going to do? Okay. Now, when we think about Chicago, you have to understand, when you talk about Chicago being called Chirac, so on and so forth, being boosted up in the media for being this certain type of town, I believe that martial law is going to come into play because they know people ain't finna get ready to take these shots. Okay. They know people ain't taking that willingly. So now I feel like the first place that is going to jump off and they're going to try to enforce martial law will be in Chicago. Because they've already given them the reputation of being the tough guys, the ones that want to turn up, so on and so forth. Okay? So now they're going to push. Look, what's going to happen is they're not just going to push the Marines in on Chicago. They're going to push the Marines in on everywhere because everywhere, I'm talking about not just here, but in the world. I'm going to say, but I'm just speaking for the United States. Okay? So you have to understand why they have to do this. When they push these Marines in and they lock everybody down, bro, and they put you in these constitutions, the reason they have to do this is because whenever the state of emergency is declared and FEMA comes in, you no longer have to look your constitutional rights. They believe that, look, President Truman gave FEMA the right to suspend your constitutional rights. He did this years ago. I mean, don't quote me. I think it was Truman or Eisenhower one. He did this years ago. So now you have no constitutional right because it's an emergency. A state of emergency is declared and they got you in these FEMA camps. What do they need you for? They got AI. They got robots. I just seen a robot riding the bike doing tricks on it. You see what I'm saying? What they need you for? Their businesses can still run. They got robots to run their business. You in the way. They ain't got to feed you. If we put you in these facilities and take away your constitutional rights, we ain't got to feed you no more. You see what I'm saying? You eat what we give you. We're going to take the rest of the real animals. We're going to give you all these insects because we're talking about Agenda 2030. They already want to take you off of real meat. For those of you who still eat real meat already, they're trying to feed you insects and GMOs. Okay? So now we lock you away. We ain't even got to worry about it. You eat what we tell your ass to eat. We gonna take the fresh food. You feel me? We don't need you to do nothing. Now, if we assign you somewhere, that'll be cool. We probably give your ass a little job. And guess what? If you don't want to rock like that, we'll just go ahead and chop your motherfucking head off. That's why we had over the 300,000 caskets around up Georgia that could fit about 6, 7, 8 bodies. And we going to push it to the limit. Put 10 of them in there. We ain't throwing no ceremonies over them bodies. You see what I'm saying? Throw 10 of them in there. You feel me? Y'all better start to wake up, open your eyes, and understand what's really going on, bro, when we talk about this situation. You feel what I'm saying? I'm talking about, bro, this energy that's on the planet, bro. And, you know, I keep telling y'all, bro, at this point in time, bro, stop waiting on somebody to save you, man. Look, I like Trump and what he done did, man, but fuck Trump. I ain't gonna lie to you. And the reason I say that, bro, because Trump is rocking with them. Ain't no such thing as no left wing, no right wing. Open up your eyes. They all have one agenda, bro. They all pushing that same agenda down your throat, bro. Only motherfucker gonna save you is yourself, bro. Okay? Can you unite with the nigga sitting next to you? You understand what I'm saying? Don't matter, you know, what ethnical group, whether they're God or not. You understand what I'm saying, or goddess? Can you unite with them, bro, enough to stand up in one unison and say, hey, we ain't going for this shit no more, bro? That's the only way you're going to look. That's the only way a motherfucker going to be saved. Because whether you want to believe it or not, every individual watching this live, whether you the so-called black man, white man, Asian man, Hispanic man, Latino, whatever it is that you want to associate yourself with, bro, we all have the same enemy. There's a common enemy right now. Okay? Because I don't give a fuck how much goddamn power you think you got. You feel me? Your ass gonna end up sitting on that motherfucking chopping table too. We witnessing it right now. All those so-called celebrities that was in the upper echelons, the next to blow. You understand what I'm saying? Look what's happening to them. Look what's happening to them. They showing you, bro, ain't nobody untouchable. They fame. They puppies. What you think they telling their ass? Hey, come here. If you want to keep that big ass bank account you got, if you want to stay on that TV, you want to keep that beautiful ass woman you got, that nice ass car you motherfucking driving, nigga, you better hop your little pretty ass and go over there and get that motherfucking jab. Go get it. Well, guess what? Your ass fine. I don't give a fuck. We'll make another you. We'll make another you. It's a lot of people. If we got motherfuckers standing in line wanting to be puppets. You see what I'm saying? We got people standing in line wanting to be puppets, and they'll do anything we tell their ass. So either you gonna go get this jab, Joe, or guess what? You just gonna miss out. We don't care. Elizabeth, the Los Santos said, I'd rather go without. That's facts, but guess what? A lot of people ain't spiritually strong enough. And that's why it always comes back to that point of, look, we afraid. We are afraid to say, I don't want to partake in this shit no more. Cain and Abel wasn't two brothers she said Cain and Abel wasn't two brothers. Put the two words together. Cannibal. The government is cannabis and they eat humans. Oh, I can most definitely believe that because I know we're dealing with draconian reptilians, which is something we're going to dip into. You know, I've been doing those new videos. I don't know how many of y'all seen those videos, man. I like doing those videos because I feel like I can give you more visual context when I do that. And, you know, your man can actually see what it is I visualize as I tell you these things. Yeah, we know that the government, you know, is full of other extraterrestrials. And I keep telling y'all, bro, you have to understand that we live in the matrix. Majority of these people, they program, they PCs. They walk around doing exactly what it is that they supposed to be doing, which is what they were told to do. Okay? And this is why no matter how many times you say, dang, you can't know this, man, that they looking like reptiles, they doing this, they moving, so on and so forth. That's why they can't recognize it, because they ain't supposed to recognize it. Okay? But for those of us who do recognize it, you know, the 440,000, the 1,440, you feel me? Christina Shannon, thanks for the stars. You're supposed to recognize it. Okay? Those of you who recognize it, you're supposed to recognize it. The fact of the matter is, bro, you see, you have to understand, bro, if they can tell you that they can predict these type of things, then they hold this type of power over you that makes you feel like you need to be looking for them for the next move, for help, because they're the ones who predicted this. So I'm pretty sure if you predicted it, then you could tell us how to get out of it. Okay? Obviously, they think that we still in school and we can run little, we're going to run little procedures, little drills, little exercises to, to show people what that they should be doing in case of this. Man, that shit ain't gonna work, man. It ain't gonna work. Tell us what you know so we can try to help ourselves. Okay? But I want you to know that's a form of power that they hold over you. Walk away from that, bro. Because, see, they done got you so cushion comfortable with that when all this shit take place, for those of you who still rooted in the Bible and vibrate at that frequency, you gonna swear up and down Jesus coming back. You ain't gonna even try to save your damn self. You ain't gonna even try to save yourself. You gonna be swearing up and down Jesus coming back. You might be sitting on your porch having your last goddamn swear, drinking your last beer. You hear what I'm saying? Ain't worried about nothing because you thinking Jesus coming back. Oh, it's the end of the time. They done told me this is the end of the time. Jesus on his way back. I'm waiting. I ain't trying to even save my damn self. They done got you cushion comfortable. Cushion comfortable. Y'all like this up and share it, man. Y'all better start opening your motherfucking eyes around here, man. You feel me? Open your eyes around here, bro. That sun that they told your ass was coming back is that second sun that they telling you that's coming through the atmosphere right now. What the fuck you think that is? That's Nibiru. Nibiru is a spaceship, a planet, and a sun. Okay? Why the fuck you think that they got them and spraying 30 motherfucking chemtrails in your sky every day? Beating that motherfucker up, trying to stop your ass from seeing this fucking planet that's in the sky, but no matter what they do, they cannot have it. They can't have it. While they still got your ass believing the prophecy is unfolding, they setting fire on shit, setting shit on fire. You understand what I'm saying? Causing tornadoes happen, hurricanes and shit. You understand what I'm saying? And for the MPs, they walking around like the boss that they is, the zombies that they motherfucking are. You know what I'm saying? And they want your ass to believe, oh, it's a natural calamity. These are natural calamities. You see what I'm saying? It's a natural calamity. Don't nobody do nothing. Then for the Bible thumpers, for the ones who really, really believe in God, they sitting around saying, Jesus is coming back. Jesus is coming back. First of all, man, Jesus ain't never told your ass he was God to begin with. Okay? See, you can't tell me you got a relationship with the Most High and then you don't even know no scripture. He never said he was God. He said, don't pray to me, pray to my Father to begin with. You see what I'm saying? He ain't, look, he already, look, his consciousness, that consciousness is already up. You see what I'm saying? It's on the planet. You got people sitting around, bro. They telling you what's going on, bro. They doing the research, bro. They doing the energy and the light work, bro. You see what I'm saying? They receiving 1,000 downloads trying to help you upgrade your frequency. Trying to get you on that same thought process, bro. Because I said always, and I say it again, bro. When I come to you and I tell you that we need to raise our level of consciousness and the level of consciousness on the planet, I'm talking about to the point to where everybody is consciously aware of the game that's being played, and we say that we no longer want to take it in. I'm not advocating violence because I truly don't believe that in this situation it's going to take violence. Not at the very beginning to begin with. Okay? I don't believe that. I believe that once we fall back, bro, it's going to send everything into an uproar. Not just the United States of America. This planet, once we fall back, it's going to send everything into a uproar. Then your enemy is going to start to peek his head out. First, he going to send his little puppets up. They're going to come along. They're going to try to casually coerce you into going back to jobs. Or we'll pay you more. We'll get you a house. We'll buy you a car. We'll give you a bonus. You understand what I'm saying? Then you're going to say, okay, well, even though I know that this isn't the enemy, I can start to say that I can associate these people with at least working with the enemy. Okay? They ain't going to want to get violent. They're going to try to pull you back into the matrix casually. So once they see that ain't going to work, what they're going to do is then they're going to start to come in and they're going to try to force you back in. Now you're going to say, okay, yeah, now we getting somewhere. And at that point, you have to make a decision. You have to say, am I willing to die for this shit? You feel what I'm saying? You have to say, am I willing to die for this shit? Because if I'm not, I need to take my goof ass back to work. But if I am, man, I'm going to be on the front line because I already know it's going to be a war. Because they done tried to casually put us back in. They see we ain't going. Now they finna send them troops in to push us back in. Then you going to start to really realize you ain't as free as you thought you was and you ain't nothing more than a slave. Okay? Because if they don't do that, then guess what? We're going to learn truth. Either way it go, we're going to learn some truth. That's what you have to understand. Whether we have to go to war with them and learn truth as a collective whole, okay? Or they just say, man, y'all do what the fuck y'all want. Y'all want to go over there and see what's being in Antarctica? Go over there. Y'all want to trap, y'all want to do what y'all want? Go over there. But either way it go, we're going to learn some truth. That's the only way we're going to shut it down. And from that point on, we ain't going back to work. We're going to grow our own food. We're going to cleanse our own water. We'll take care of our own community as a collective whole. We'll police our own communities. You understand what I'm saying? You know how many people, y'all be worried about the wrong stuff. When you talk about doing movements like this, man, be so many people worried about the wrong stuff. What we gonna do? How we gonna pay rent? Bro, you might not even have to leave your house. Because if we talking about moving as collective whole, as I've said on so many other occasions, bro, your landlord is gonna be 100% with it. He ain't coming to get no groceries. And if he comes to that door for some for some cash, man, we on top, we on his top. Okay? If he come to that door, want some cash, we on his top. All right? At that point, you know what this is, bro. You come to get some cash, ain't nothing moving. Ain't nothing in the grocery stores. Ain't nothing moving. You see what I'm saying? Y'all better start to wake up, man. Like, but I just had to come on here. Yeah, I feel like the boy who always running around saying the sky's falling, man. You feel me? Who was that? Chris Hill, thanks for the stars reflection. I hope I pronounced your name right. Yeah, but you know, that's how I be feeling like the little boy that's running around saying, man, the sky's falling, because I'm sitting around, I'm telling so many people, man, but the fact is that people so distracted on this planet, bro, you know, that they don't see it coming, bro. The only thing that they can think about is how they gonna get their kids in college, how they gonna get them clothes, how they gonna feed them, bro, how they gonna pay their bills, how they gonna pay their car note, bro. You see what I'm saying? Where they going in life, bro. People can't see past that because that's the way that they've been programmed. And if they ain't thinking about that, bro, they busy watching television, bro, or doing something else in their life that ain't consistent of them looking up at the stars and trying to figure out what is going on, okay? And that's because we've been so programmed to give our trust to the government, bro, that we don't even think to question them. We never think to question them. You feel me? We just believe it, bro. And, you know, like I say, bro, you have to stop and say to yourself sometimes that, yo, I'm programmed. I'm overly programmed. And you know, exactly what he said is going to take place for certain individuals when this thing comes to a fold. Okay? When we starting to see the ground starting to crack, when we starting to see mudslides, when we starting to see tornadoes, hurricanes, you see what I'm saying? When you starting to see volcanoes erupt everywhere, earthquakes take place, when you starting to see countries sinking, flooding, and things like that, bro, okay, a lot of people going to start to sweeping down that ain't nothing but Jesus coming back and they ain't got nothing to be worried about. So they going to lay down. They going to lay down and be willing to go. You feel me? And I'm going to tell y'all, man, I want y'all to know, man, in order to make this, man, this transition, man, in order for y'all to make this shift, man, you're going to have to most definitely be spiritually strong, man. If you ain't spiritually strong enough to make this shift, I feel sorry for ya. I feel sorry for you, bro. You have to be spiritually strong. You feel me? But yeah, y'all, wake up, bro. Wake up. Them devils get to back into we say them devils get to go back in their cave. Volcanoes surround the planet. That's facts. See, I'll never take. Oh, that's facts. We already know, Leisha. Leisha say she'll never take the jab. I know I ain't, bro. And there's a lot of people around me that ain't gonna take it either. So And I know it's other people that feel that same way. See, you have to understand, bro, while war is being waged on them, they're waging war on the citizens. And that's what I don't like about this whole situation. Y'all got bigger shit to worry about. Worry about what's going on with BRICS and how they taking over the economy right now. Okay? If anything, you should be catering to us because you want us to aid in this issue just in case that war does come over here. Because I have a feeling this is going to be the first time that America is going to have war on their soil. You feel me? It's going to be the very first time. Man, I ain't going to war. If they ever, let me tell y'all something. If they ever start recruiting people, bro, better believe I'm not going to war. I'm not going to war. I ain't got no problem with Russia. I'm not beefing with them people. You see what I'm saying? That ain't got nothing to do with me. The same way you done treated Africa like shit, you done treated my people like shit too. Fuck y'all. You feel me? Look at how they, and if you don't believe me, look at the shit they put in your water. Go look at the chemicals. The shit they put in your motherfucking toothpaste. Your food. You think they care about you, man? Half the shit that's on these, that they put in our food, bro, these other countries wouldn't even allow it. Man, I ain't got nothing to do with that, man. Leave me alone. Leave me alone, man. I ain't going to war now for no motherfucker who don't give a fuck about me. You see what I'm saying? Who look at me like, just nigga, I'm disposable to them. Okay? I'm disposable to them. So you want me to have pride? Then look at the majority of the soldiers, man. I don't know if they changed that whole law, but they come home, having them hang themselves, throw themselves out the window off the top of a roof because they ain't got a place to, a window to, they ain't got a pot to piss in, window to throw it out. Can't get a job. So most of them going and letting these people diagnose them with mental illnesses, okay? Because they done told them it was natural for them to go over there and slaughter little children, burn villages down, and you know, RAPE and, you know, pillage villages. Because whether you believe it or not, I bet you it's a lot of that going on. A lot of these soldiers seeing this, bro, and it's messing their mental up because it's not natural. You see what I'm saying? It's not along it's not along the lines of that frequency of love. You feel me? That's facts. He said Obama was the biggest house slave when he knocked Gaddafi off. Yeah, that's facts. You feel me? But you have to understand that Obama's connected to that bloodline, bro. He connected to that bloodline. Somewhere along the line, he's connected to the bloodline. So, I mean, he has his agendas too. I don't know why y'all thought he was ever going to come in. See, it's the same way people thought the same thing about Obama that they think about. Let me tell y'all, they thought the same thing about Bill Clinton. They went as far as to say Bill Clinton was black and he didn't really do shit for your ass. What did he really do for you? Make your ass more dependent by giving you government funds and shit like that? He ain't help you figure out who it was that you really got. He ain't give you your history. You see what I'm saying? Then they furthermore went on the line. See, they make your ass think that Abe Lincoln, okay, did something for you. They say he freed the slaves. He ain't had no choice but to free the slaves. Because when we go back to Gullah Geechee Wars and the Seminole Wars, bro, they was beating them boys' ass. They couldn't keep up with him. He ain't do you no favor. You see what I'm saying? They ain't telling you no truth. They ain't, man, look, bro, they ain't giving you no, man, look, wake up. You feel me? Nick Ivy said we about to see something we ain't never seen before. Stay strong, family. That's facts. Hey, and I'm going to tell y'all, at least not our species, okay? And I want you to understand, it is going to be a lot of us to survive. Majority of the ones who's doing the work to raise their frequency, and you know, they're going to make this polar shift. You feel me? It's going to be a lot of people that's going to make this, but I'm going to tell y'all, man, and we're going to see this new world. You feel me? But guess what? It's going to be a lot of people, man, that ain't going to make it, bro. They're not even preparing themselves physically, mentally, or spiritually to even begin because they don't think it's going to happen. That was another way that they programmed us through predictive programming. They make you believe that every time somebody like me come along and say, oh, it's a calamity that's about to get ready to take place, that's going to reshape this planet. Now, is it going to be the end of the world? No. It's not going to be the end of the world. It's going to be the end of the world as we know it. It's going to be the end of the world as you know. And this happens all the time. So planet Earth is not going to come to an end. No, they're not. The planet ain't going to be destroyed. A lot of the people that's on the planet is going to be destroyed. life on the planet, but there's going to be some people that's going to survive. Feel me? This pole shift, these catastrophes, this 7-year tribulation is all planned by the government. Oh, yeah, I agree with you 100%. I don't know, Erica Nichols, you say these pole shifts, these catastrophes. Now, one thing I will agree with you on when we talk about the catastrophes and things like that, but the pole shift is something that they cannot control. It's out of their control, okay? And as a matter of fact, they hide this pole shift from you as much as they can. They want you to believe that right now the ice in Antarctica, the wall, is melting because of, because the planet, what they call it global warming, when that's not the fact. The fact of the matter is that this second sun everybody is starting to spot, which is Planet Nibiru, because Planet Nibiru is a sun, a spaceship, and the planet. It's causing the planet to heat up. And it's causing it to heat up at a tremendous rate. Okay? So when you see a lot of things that's taking place on the planet, yes, it's, when you see a lot of things taking place, this sun or this planet has a direct effect on it. See, a lot of people don't know we can get deep tonight. Okay? We can get deep tonight. You don't know what you look at when you look every night and you go out and you look at that moon. You think that moon does not belong to our atmosphere. You have been fooled, you have been lied to, and you have been told half truths. That's why you don't know that moon is what holds the matrix together, okay? That is a draconian reptilian spaceship that you see. And what is it? It's a moon, it's a spaceship, okay? And it's a planet. You see what I'm saying? They've learned how to control these. See, the one thing about the Anunnaki is, bro, they actually live inside of this red dwarf star now, okay? It's said that it goes back deeper than this. This planet ain't even as big as they want you to believe when you go back to the 19th galaxy and the 8th planet, which is Planet Rich. It's way bigger than this. Elion. When you go back to the Elion star system, the 19th galaxy, okay, and the 8th planet. I know a lot of y'all heard Rashad Jamal speak about being from this planet, okay? This planet is called Planet Rich, okay? So it's supposed to be a huge planet, okay? Because you have to understand, when we talk about this red dwarf star that's headed our way, it's way bigger than this planet. It's way bigger than the planet. It's going to swing by. It's not going to hit it. It's going to swing by and swings by every 3,600 years. But it came from this Planet Rich, okay? And this is actually the spaceship that they came out and they would use when they would go out and they would try to collect these minerals and things like that throughout the galaxy. You see what I'm saying? But yeah, I just want y'all to know, man, it's finna get real, bro. And you might look at a lot of things right now and just say that, bro, this is just a part of the plan. It's supposed to happen like this. It is. But I want y'all to know that this planet plays a major role, bro. And I feel like, and I pray that for those of us who do survive this shift, bro, okay, for those of us who live to see the shift, that we'll be able to keep this knowledge with us, bro, to pass down to our ancestors, our children, so on and so forth, so that they won't forget, so that they can remember who it is that they are, and so that, they can no longer be lied to. I feel like, yes, this is going to be an opportunity to start over, because what this planet does is, it not only does it cleans up the atmosphere, but it resets everything. So, when this shit take place, bro, everything is going to go back to that starting point until somebody can come along and figure out how it is that they're going to reutilize it. What do I mean by going back to the starting point? I mean, you ain't going to be able to just walk in and cut on electricity. It's going to have to take someone that's familiar with that type of science to come along and show it how it to be done. You feel me? Shit gonna have to be rebuilt again, okay? First and foremost, you have to understand, after a calamity like this takes place, it might be 10 surviving people in each city, each state. You see what I'm saying? They gonna have to click up, find a new way to rebuild those societies and then regenerate, repopulate, so on and so forth, okay? And I feel like that's gonna be the perfect time for people to rule out government. It's going to be a perfect time. Because, see, they think that they're going to run, they're going to get away. No. We're talking about lava that's coming out from the earth. If you think you're going to dig a hole and get away from this shit, you just stupid. Look, you one of the stupidest motherfuckers Jesus died for. Erica, she say, fake alien invasion, Project Blue Beam. She said fake alien invasion. Hey, you know what, man? I believe that that's possible too, man, but I wouldn't get too caught up in them saying it's fake, because You have to understand that these so-called aliens, man, have been amongst us forever. Okay? It's just to the point where I tell you the frequency and, you know, on the planet, the Kundalini energy on the planet is starting to raise, and we starting to go into this fifth dimension. So it's starting to be to the point where everything that you didn't see, you starting to be able to see now. Everything is starting to become clear now. It's been sightings of 2 moons at night, okay? And whether you believe it or not, it was talks of 2 moons at one time. You have to understand, when you go way, way back into history and you talk about the first moon, Titan, which was created during one of the voyages of Nibiru over here, and it was due to, you know, attack. Because I want you to understand first and foremost that the technology that you're seeing is not new. It's old technology. A lot of these so-called planets or planes, because I do believe that a lot of these places that they're calling planets is actually planes. Okay? So, what, you know, they already had life on these plans, on these planets and planes. You see what I'm saying? I really do believe that, right? So when you talk about, you know, that voyage that was made over here, was a slight war that took place that eventually ended up with one of, you know, when we talk about the Grand Canyon, they talk about how this hole was created. It was created from a hole that was shot into the earth from planet Nibiru. Okay? And it caused the first moon, it caused a chunk of earth, the earth, to be split out and shot into the atmosphere, which would have been the first moon, you know, Titan, okay? And they say, you know, it's constantly pulling at the earth, and that's why, you know, you get the tidal waves and things like that of the ocean, okay? But technically, yeah, Ronald Montgomery. But yeah, but technically, you know, we talk about this moon not even supposed to be in our atmosphere. So for those of you who don't believe it, then do your research. Go back and look at the Zulu tribe. Go back and look at the Arcadians. Okay, the Proselynes. The word Proselynes means the people before the moon. The moon at one point was not in our atmosphere. All your ancestors, the Zulu, we talk about the Samaritans, the Mayans, they speak of a time, the Indians, they speak of a time where it was no moon that even was in the sky. You see what I'm saying? So you have to ask yourself, where did this moon come from? They say before this moon entered the atmosphere, women didn't have menstrual cycles, and there was no such thing as a season. In fact, the whole planet was misty and green. Big ass ferns and evergreen trees. You know them sequoias? The planet was filled with sequoia trees and things like that before this planet was pulled into our atmosphere by these draconian reptilians, by these Anunnakis. Okay, yes, I said Anunnakis because you have to understand that some of these Anunnakis made it with these reptiles. When you know what it is on a bigger scale, we look at it, we'll probably be looking at it like it's weird to make with one of them, but they didn't because they understand the cycle of life. Okay? So a lot of these Anunnakis have 10% draconian reptilian in them, which will make them disagreeable. And that's who Hillel was. You feel me? So yeah, the moon wasn't in here at first. And it said that when this moon came into the atmosphere, it caused the planet to tilt up on its axles, which caused all of that mist to drop, and it rained for 40 days and 40 nights. Okay? So now you see where you get that story in the Bible where it rained for 40 days and 40 nights. And a lot of the ancestors, the Zulu tribe, okay, the Arcadians, the Proselynes, okay, the Indians, they said before this took place, they did not see a moon in the sky. There was no sighting of the moon in the sky. I did a lecture of this on my YouTube channel. We talked about scientists, and this is how you know. This is how you know that the moon is a draconian reptilian spaceship. Because we're talking about scientists, NASA. And we know we can't believe shit NASA say. So don't start with being the nice people. Okay? But NASA said, what did NASA say? NASA said the moon technically is too big to be orbiting our planet. It should not be in our atmosphere. The only way it can stay in our atmosphere is if it orbited the planet at the same distance all of the time. And because that's impossible, it's always orbiting, they say at this point the moon should have came crashing down on the planet. So in their eyes, it's an anomaly, an anomaly. I can't, excuse my language. You feel what I'm saying? It don't supposed to be there. Okay, so what they did was they shot a module toward the moon. And when this module hit the moon, it rang like a bell for 3 motherfucking hours, y'all. So that indicated that the moon is hollowed out, which indicates that something could be living in there. It's like me being in this room right now, okay? When you look at this house on the outside, it looks like it could be complete. You wouldn't be able to tell had you not had the knowledge that the house had already been hollowed out into sections. You wouldn't be able to tell that just looking on the outside, okay? That's what you see when you see the moon. You looking at it, you like, it don't look like it's hollowed out whole time it is, because when they start this module up here, it done ran like 3 hours like a bell. So that lets you know that it could be shit inside the moon, living inside of the moon. It's a whole planet. Okay? Which is said to be true. And they use this moon to cause all type of calamities on the planet. It also helps them oversee the planet. And it also probably helps them keep an eye on whatever the hell was going on past Antarctica. Which they already know because, believe it or not, if there's something going on, they already done traveled over there. You feel me? Ain't nothing new under the sun. Everything is starting to repeat itself. That's all. You feel me? It's starting to repeat itself, man. Y'all better start to wake up, bro. Y'all better start to wake up, bro. I'm telling y'all, bro, like, and to be honest, man, if you ain't spiritually strong, you're going to be afraid, bro. Because you're going to look at all this shit like, bro, what is going on? What is going on? Violet Ann say, history repeats itself. Ebony say, yeah, thanks, Ebony. We all I can say, they definitely be doing some research all the time. Yeah, you feel me? Y'all got to start to research this shit, bro, because once you start to find out things like the moon is fake and it don't belong in your atmosphere, it's going to make you start to question shit. Once you start to realize that they truly are creating clouds, it's going to make you start to question shit, okay? Because, then you start to really realize that, okay, drop the nines if you can still hear me, man. Somebody try to tap in. But yeah, then you're going to start to look at things from the aspect, say a tornado dropping in your community. You're going to start to really realize that they knew that that tornado was coming. They knew it was coming because they created the tornado. Okay? They created the tornado. So if X amount of people was knocked off during that tornado, it was intentionally done. Why would they have sympathy for you? It's just like the Dad 11 with the buildings, with the trade buildings. People wondering why when they told Bush that the buildings had been knocked down, he kept sitting down and reading because he knew what was going on. He knew what was going on. It's just like when these catastrophes are taking place, such as what just happened in Iowa, what just happened in Florida. They knew what was going on. They knew it was going to be a hurricane. They knew how many lives it was going to take. You see what I'm saying? Because the way they designed it and they whipped it up in that pot, it was supposed to do just that. Okay? They knew it was going to be fires in California. They knew it was going to be fires in Hawaii. They knew it was going to be fires in Greece and fires anywhere else that it was a fire and it took many lives. They already knew that, bro. They knew it. So you have to ask yourself, what is it they preparing for? What are they preparing for? I'm going to keep my eyes open because I already know they pushing this whole Agenda 2030. They got the fake meat out here. I'm glad I don't eat meat. So for those of you who ain't veggies, y'all gonna fuck around, goddammit. Might as well be a vegan or eat that fucked up shit that they want to put in. Jasmine Faith say, they are preparing for the coming and the return of Jesus Christ. That's something we need to talk about, Jasmine. They trapped them all in all of those places. Maine Murray. Yeah, what you mean? Yeah, they did. Like what's going on with Florida, man. I couldn't believe, man. I did that video earlier, man, when I talked about how they encouraged all of them to go out and get gas, man, so that they could leave during the time that the hurricane was taking place. Come to find out, every gas station that they went to, which was it was 30 gas stations, had nothing but diesel in the pumps that should have been gas. So all of those cars, I don't know if they was destroyed or what, but couldn't nobody go nowhere during that period of time. So now they were stuck out in the street or whatever the case may be. Their lives were still put in jeopardy. You feel me? And they want to say it was a human mistake. How was that a human mistake when you talk about 30 different gas stations? Now I can see, and then I can see even with one gas station, you have, let's say if you have 6 pumps at one gas station, bro, a human mistake would be, okay, I might mess one of these gas pumps up, but I'm not going to mess up all 6 gas pumps. So if you go to a gas station, 30 different gas stations, and all 6 pumps at the gas stations is messed up, you think that was a human mistake, something that happened, the same human did this, or was it several different humans that decided that they wanted to make a mistake on the day that they knew the hurricane was coming? You know, it sounds like conspiracy, but when you tapped in, you realize, bro, ain't nothing far-fetched. You see what I'm saying? Ain't nothing far-fetched. Yeah, they most definitely up to something, Lisa. You feel me? Ain't nothing far-fetched, bro. We finna see, look, I'm gonna tell y'all what's going on, bro. Right now, we see the weather getting out of control, bro. It's gonna be to the point where they finna push the citizens to the point where they gonna beg for their help. They're going to put order out of chaos. You understand what I'm saying? The most chaotic thing that can happen is fires on the planet, floods, things like that, bro. And they tell you that this is going to take place. And then what they going to do in? They going to swoop in to save the day. And they going to have you bowing at their feet because you believe can't nobody save us. Can't none of these fake woke motherfuckers out here coming along trying to tell us the truth. They can't save us because they don't know what's going on. Look, these the only motherfuckers that can say, that's how y'all going to be thinking. That's how they gonna be thinking. I don't care. Look, from this point on, I'm running toward the government. They stopped the fires. They seized the hurricanes. Tornadoes ain't been taking place. Shit back at his look. Vote for goddamn it, Putin. Vote for Putin. We want Putin to rule the whole nation, the whole world. You feel me? But yeah, I just wanted to come on here and show my face, man. You know, I ain't showed my face to y'all in a minute, man. And let y'all know, man, you know, it's okay, man. If you feeling like the little kid in the book that says the sky's falling, man, running around trying to warn everybody of what's going on, and they ain't gonna believe you, man, understand that they're not supposed to, you know, believe you. They're not supposed to. Stop wasting your time and energy, man. Wake the ones that's supposed to be woken, man, and keep it moving, man, okay? They're going to have to learn the hard way. Majority of them are PCs, okay? These are the ones who do not have an inner monologue. They cannot hear themselves think. They don't dream at night, okay? They have no soul. You trying to wake up a soulless being. You are trying to wake up a soulless being. Think about that. Think about what I said. You wasting your time trying to wake up a soulless being, a PC. You feel me? There's facts. And so with that being said, man, y'all make sure y'all get over to YouTube, man. Y'all ain't rocking with me on YouTube, man. Is y'all not rocking with the guy over there on YouTube, man? I've been working. If you want to know what's going on, if you want to know more about Planet Nibiru, man, come over to YouTube. We'll do live lectures over there. If you want to know more about, you know, how the inner world, you want to know whatever you want to know about, come over there. We'll do it over there. All right? Y'all get over to Instagram. Turn me up on Instagram, man. I'm most definitely trying to get turned up over there on Instagram, too. Y'all playing me like I ain't one of those over there. You feel me? All right? Get over to Instagram at Am Awakend _chosen1. All right? Follow me over there. And with that being said, I just want to leave y'all as I came. I want you guys to always be aware, because to be aware is to be alive. And as always, peace, family. Peace meaning positive energy always creates elevation.